Hello, my name is Kaitlyn and I will be talking about the growth of females in the male-dominated machining industries. This is one of the CNC tools that they use at Wayne Community College. What is a male-dominated industry? A male-dominated industry are vulnerable for reinforcing masculine stereotypes that make it extremely hard for women to excel within the workplace. 25% of females or less makes a male-dominated industry. The picture in the corner is giving an example of a male-dominated industry. There is multiple male counterparts, but only a certain amount of females. In 1960, women were making 61 cents on the dollar compared to their male counterparts. President John F. Kennedy signed the Equal Pay Act of 1963 on June 10, 1963. This act was put in to make sure women were making the same wage as men for the similar occupations. Unfortunately, even with this act being passed by Congress in 1963, there are still problems within the system. The machining industry consists of 85.5% males, 13% females, and 1.5% would rather not say. Every 2 years, the female population goes up 2%. This is a picture of a woman within the CNC machining industry. Women have problems in male-dominated businesses because they are not held to the same standard as men. They have to work harder within their career fields to get ahead. Common issues that females face within male-dominated industries are pay gaps, persuasive stereotypes, lack of mentoring and career development opportunities, high stress and anxiety than their male counterparts, lack of faith when holding leadership roles, sexual harassment from coworkers. The machining industry has not taken any precautions towards the ongoing issues. Women in these career fields typically seek a sponsor or cope with the issues on their own. There are support groups for women in the machining industries that uplift women regarding the existing workforce. One of the prominent support groups shown was the Diversity for Advent Manufacturing. Unfortunately, seeking sponsors and support groups will not solve all of the ongoing issues in today's male-dominated forces. Bailey Gilbert from Wayne Community College's machining professor will be holding a conference for all employers in Wayne County area in the machining industries. Some examples of the people who have been selected are AP Exhaust, Core Staff Service, JMA Placement Incorporation, Mega Force is the last one. There are multiple people that will be attending. Bailey Gilbert will be going over all of the issues that are happening in male-dominated forces that employers might not see or might be overlooking. With some of the examples that she gives to help them, it will help them exceed in the workforce. It's going to be able to show them from a women's perspective, and it's going to twist everything around. It's going to make everyone seem that or realize that females are not equal in the workplace and that they need to be at the same standard as their male counterparts. One of the things that she will be talking about will be equality throughout the workplace. That is a main problem within females in today's male-dominated forces. They have to worry about if their credibility is going to be questioned, or if they're not going to understand what they're saying just because they're a female, or multiple other things as sexual harassment, or some men just believe that it's supposed to be a male dominated workforce, and it's not like that. And another thing that she's going to talk about is an equal pay grade for similar jobs. Even though that bill was passed, it's still, in today's society, there's still a problem with females not making as much money as their male counterparts. And with this said, with evaluations that they're going to be they're going to be looking at not only their education and why they got hired, but they're going to look at their work ethic and what they do for the actual business itself. It's going to get the employer one-on-one with each employee, not they're going to give Billy a raise and Miss Sally 50 cents just because of the sex. They're going to sit there and evaluate every single employee to make sure that they are equally getting what they deserve for their knowledge and for what they've done for the actual workplace. And this is an example of a performance review, which would be the evaluation that I was talking about. It's going to be where the employer sits down with the employee one-on-one and talks about and observes what they work on. Another thing that they're going to be doing is written assessment. It is going to tell their knowledge on the things with the promotions and everything in that area. If someone has the knowledge and not getting credited for it, it's unfair to them. Another thing that Bailey will be discussing in the machining conference of 2020 will be out-of-the-box recruiting tactics, like using social media, handing out brochures in colleges, and making a machining job site website geared toward females who can help increase the female participants in the industry. One of the most popular sites employers can use to recruit females to their company is Indeed.com. This site will allow employers to list that they are searching for females in their area, the criteria, and the credentials that they are looking for. This website will be broadcast employment options for females within the company. Overall recruiting will be promoted the increase of female population within each company. And this is a woman working outside saying that she can do it even though they say pretty much that she can't. This plan is extremely feasible but will take time to fully be implemented. Wayne County is the first county to be performing these tactics into their workforce. Professor Gilbert is holding the conference so employers can use these tactics to exceed the annually 5% of women joining the machining industries today, like I explained earlier. And this is a picture of inside Wayne Community's machining lab. Where will the financial funds come from? This is extraordinarily cost efficient. Employees already have the funds for employment, so when they do these evaluations, it's not going to hurt them to give the equal pay to someone who deserves it. Women are out here wondering and questioning if they're making the same as their male counterparts, even though they have the same criteria. And free recruiting sites and advertisement. Professor Gilbert volunteered her time for the cause, so all the conference and everything she volunteered for to make sure that she is speaking on being a woman in male-dominated force and how she's excelling and how she wants other women to excel in the same areas. Wayne County College is allowing the conference to be held in the Coliseum on December 13th, 2020. This is a map of Wayne Community College. The call of action. What is actually going to happen overall when everything is said and done? The information given to employers will tremendously benefit women in today's industries. It will create an equal playing field for not only men but for females as well. Females will start being held to a higher standard with equal pay as their male colleagues. So they're not going to have to question their credibility. Everything is going to be less stressful and less anxiety, and they're not going to work as hard to get the same position as their male counterparts. It will finally defeat the stigma that machining industries is only for the boys. That is a big thing nowadays, is so many industries nowadays think that it's only strictly for men, but females can do it as well. With these all-inclusive issues being resolved, the machining industry will be a better profession for females that they can and will succeed in. And that is extremely important because the machining industry is growing tremendously and we need more females in this career path. I just want to thank you for listening to what I had to say.